Jerk has become a worldwide phenomenon. People travel from all over the world to experience its wow flavors, whether it's pork, chicken, fish, or vegetable. But not many know the concept behind it, how it originated, and how it became so popular.
Well, the history of jerk is a very complicated one. It has there are a lot of variations to it. Nobody knows for sure, but we believe the Maroons certainly created what we have as jerk today.
The first Jamaicans were the Tainos from South America. They brought with them this method of cooking over a wood fire on a platform. Then the Spaniards came and they copied this method. They settled in Jamaica for about 146 years. So in order to hear a little bit more about this fascinating history, let's hear it from the mouth of a Maroon, Shorty.
It was a mixture of the Maroons and the Tainos that get together after they take to the hills to fight their battle against the British. And that was their way of preserving their meat, because there was no cold storage nor anything, and no salt, so they would just smoke it so they could keep it for days.
In order for them to survive, the Maroons had to capture wild animals like pigs and season them and cook them in this method that we know today as jerk.
The method of digging a hole to jerk a whole pig, right? So they would definitely dig a hole and make the fire on top of the hole. So that was like cooking the meat before really smoking it. And then after you put the meat down into the hole, then put layers of wood and trash and make the fire on top of them. And then it would tenderize the meat. And then from there you take it out, and then you would still have to smoke it to preserve it, to keep it for that distance of time you want to go with.
Jerk from the Maroons was really a way of curing meat, and I think that is something that is important. That was revolutionary, and historically it's been written about by Lady Nugent's journal. The British wrote about it when they first discovered it, and they called it was something that you ate for breakfast. Now, it was always pork. At this time, for many years, pork was the only thing that was jerk.
The seasoning was something that we acquired from natural spices that we find in the bushes. Like the bird pepper is one of our main source of seasoning, and that's like going wild. With like pimento, and like we use mint. We got a big mint that we use for seasoning like that. So it's normally what we find in the bushes.
After emancipation, the only place you could find jerk in Jamaica was on the street, and it became very popular in Portland. I would say at Boston Beach was the place to go, and I remember people traveled, from all over Jamaica to Boston to get their good piece of jerk and have a good day out.
These days, jerk chicken is more popular than jerk pork, but there's still rustic jerk pits all over the island. If you're a lover of jerk, next time you come to Jamaica, make sure to hit up Scotches or Boston. I'm your host, Sarah, and until then, take care.